Nomcebo took open mic to court, right? And this was over royalties behind Jerusalem and all that. We can't be having a whole lot of artists going through the same. Didn't they learn from what happened to Ambitious Int, your Java, your Fifi Cooper, your
The
MT,
people who just
your
left.
Aries?
Yeah.
There was a video that I saw of McG saying that they've been inviting Cassper, but Cassper doesn't want to come to the show and they're bigger than him. But
Where?
yeah.
Yeah.
Where
He said that.
though?
He said they're bigger than him. They are
No.
bigger than him.
Holla, holla, holla. What's good? What's poppin', ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? Welcome to the best podcast in South Africa. We call it Dot Trends Podcast. Big shout out. Well, my name is Real Makivano. They call me Abutiwama 2K. Another episode filled with nothing but the best when coming to entertainment. You know that we got you, man. Anyway, superstars, introduce yourselves.
What's happening, good people? This is your guy, your one and only boy, Denisha, with the Levitate, with the triple F for fresh fly as well as fashionable. I'm thinking of something, and you know what?
What are you thinking about?
We are here today, okay?
You sure?
We are here, and you know what? Let's get the show on the road.
Of course, of course. Hi, everyone. The chef here. We are here to cook the show once again for the 51st episode. Am I right? Am I right?
Very right.
You're right.
Big shout out.
Remember
Big
to use
shout
the
out.
hashtag road to 10K subscribers.
Please. This year, even 20,000, eh? Even 20,000. But let's talk. What's in your mind?
All right, before I even get into what is on my mind, there's been a question that's been lingering, in my head. And I just want to ask,
Yeah.
if you were to get arrested, what would your friends and family assume you did?
Ooh.
I'll start with you, actually.
They would
Good
assume
one.
that I beat up someone.
Bullfighter.
I swear to God. Ooh, my Lord. Actually, they would assume that I beat someone up.
Whoa. You don't
So
drink.
personal, because
So what clap?
something's
What rap?
No, you know what happens with me, right? I'm a very patient person. I have anger management skills, right?
Sure.
So I will manage my anger for like a while
Yeah.
until a point where I'm like, what the hell?
I can't.
What the
What the
hell?
hell? You know, like literally. And then when I hold you, I'll hold you. The thing is, kalimatana. That's my thing.
That's
I
an
don't.
interesting one.
I don't just
Is it objects? Is it hands? Is it
with my
legs?
hands.
Oh, damn, girl.
You
They
sure?
look small.
Well, yeah. A lot of people are like, "How did you do that? Look at your hands. How did you do that?"
Damn, girl.
The other time, just recently, right? I actually handled someone. God forgive me for that. I just handled someone, right? Because they provoked me for an hour and a half straight.
Oh, damn.
Do you get what I'm saying? So yeah. Yeah, but I handle. My mom would not bail me for that because she knows that it's most probably bad.
All I can say to that is, damn, girl.
Damn.
Damn, girl.
What about you? Me?
Yes.
They'll probably think that I insulted someone because I'm not really a physical person unless if I'm provoked. But then I have a big mouth. Yeah, I kill a lady.
A big mouth that fits everything. Yes.
So they'll probably think that I insulted someone.
Is it only the mouth, though? I feel like the hands can also, do something.
What do you mean?
Their hands can also work.
Le woman
What are we talking about?
I don't know. What would I feel like I'm a peaceful person.
Not a thing.
Not you drinking. Yeah, I don't know what I'd be arrested for. Oh, I'd actually be arrested for speeding.
I was about to
Of
say
course.
that.
I was gonna say drunken driving, speeding, nothing.
I was
nothing
about to say
sort.
that.
I don't drink and drive.
But I'm just saying that that's one thing. That's one thing that you're capable of. You're not capable of beating people up. Because he's such
Yeah,
a
he's capable of
softie.
that. Most likely he'll be
but-
arrested for that.
The last time I fought, it's a choke slam, so.
Wanyana!
But it'll definitely be speeding, yeah. I'm a speed junkie. I know that.
Very interesting then. said you had a question for me.
Yeah, what happened this week?
Personal life, you mean?
Just, unpack it for me.
Hey.
What happened?
What happened is that I haven't been speaking to this person in 3 weeks. Couple of days ago, I get a drunk call. Okay, sharp. I don't even answer. I was live on TikTok then. So I call around about 10 the following day. I missed the calls. No nyagang.
So that's you returning the call?
Yeah, that's me returning the call.
Right.
No, I'm not even returning the call. I'm texting. No nyagang. Okay, it just becomes a lousy conversation. The next thing, I'm insulted. And I'm like, yes, you keep on coming back to my life, even though I haven't spoken to you in 3 weeks. Then I had to sit back and think, what can I do to get rid of this person permanently? Then I went into my phone.
Oh, God.
And I found conversations.
Oh, Lord.
Conversations with God.
No, conversations.
I'm just asking.
Definitely not.
Conversations that I sent you. Conversations where this person was talking to other niggas. And obviously, there and there, they were also exchanging nudes.
Another day, what?
God, if you continue to call me, if you continue to insult me, I'm going to post this. I got on a latitude. About go ahead. Instagram.
Tombazan.
You know what was my biggest mistake?
What?
Because those posts were about to go viral. Like in a split second, I was getting plus minus 50, 100 people checking them out. But then I realized that there are people's numbers on those posts. And I deleted that. But at the big accounts that were coming.
Though. I mean, it was over an hour.
But at the big accounts that were coming to check.
Yeah.
And actually, the story might be on one of the online publications.
Kitlo Shapa.
Are you serious?
Kitlo Shapa.
Okay, give me 2 big names that were there.
Yo, a whole lot of people, hey?
Yeah, give me 2.
I can't think of, because I was just confused also, Lena. I didn't expect that, right? So it was a thing of, people are actually coming here to view.
Wrong. Not wrong.
How am I wrong though?
Wrong.
I just wanted to get rid of the person because we haven't spoken in 3 weeks. Why do you keep on calling me? Oh, funani.
Hey, but that is too much revenge, my guy.
Yeah, I know. I had to. I had to.
Another.
Hey, yeah, I had to. Too much.
He deserves it.
Too much. Anyway, are we going to celebrate?
They do deserve it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Wait.
I actually want to start with Gopane. Can we start there, guys?
You were talking about someone speaking with other niggas. I mean, some of the screenshots they were somewhat explicit, but at least you hit them with an emoji, and now you want to talk about
it wasn't an
Ria?
emoji, nele face.
Hey. Shock me.
I'm trying to help the situation here.
What? No.
Yeah, I was like, how do I get rid of this person for good? I know that and finally I'll have all the peace that I need.
Do you feel any remorse though?
I don't, honestly speaking, right? Because I was cheated on and I was disrespected after that. So really, and I kept on saying, look, I'm you provoking the most, pettiest person ever.
And you're already up, petty.
And I'm trying by all means not to entertain the whole entire shit. But it got to a point where I was like, let me give people what.
Okay, before we even get into Ria, I just want to say something. I actually did the tear deliberately because I just wanted to shed a tear for you.
Oh!
I'm sorry. There you go. You can have it. You can have it. That's a tear for you. Have it. All right, let's get into it. Ria Gopane.
I have a question for you guys before we get there. So, what would make you have an OnlyFans account?
Body positivity for me.
Making money. Because OnlyFans has good money. Also, if you are consistent.
Yeah. But you have to be good with the deed, right? You don't just go on OnlyFans.
Okay.
You have to be good.
Okay.
Yeah, you have to.
In my context, I prefer solo.
Solo njani?
No, just me, myself, and I. Like I said,
Utitire.
body positivity, okay? As if it's not like you, even you watching at home, it's not like you don't do yourself. You do. Come on. Let's not.
But what would be your creativity if you do it solo? What are you gonna do?
I mean, people do stuff. I mean, there is butt showing, you know, there is.
Are you gonna get toys as well?
Of course, if you're alone, you have to get toys.
Do you guys even have toys?
Yes.
I had to destroy mine when I got into this fucking relationship.
What toy
I had
do you
2
have?
of them.
Why? Why are you destroying toys?
Eh?
Why did you destroy? Why was that fitla?
The one.
No, what's that fitla?
God, if it's a guy, I'm not a person. I love an open plan house, right?
Okay.
So I'm not a person to have my house. Man, let it be Stenesa TV, the couch, inyana, table, then I'm done. I love an open space.
Yeah, but
So where was I
between the
you know, like the
clothes.
drawers. It's not like
But
you
that
have to put it
person
there
was
and display.
also at my house most of the time, and I used to do
Hey,
laundry,
Kimo,
spring cleaning, and all that.
Kimo.
Yeah,
They'll
we
see
did a
them.
laundry. Di bile ha kgona a itlhatswe. And
Yeah.
then-
And my toys were expensive. I had 2. One was 2,000, one was 1.5.
I saw this son. Never.
Why not?
No, I'm saying I will never throw away a toy.
Okay.
You know.
Let's talk about you. You said you have toys.
With toys,
Yeah.
right? You really get attached to them. Like they become your not partner, but
Yeah.
like
Your soulmate.
you're soulmate. You feel like, in terms of travel, you know that you have this thing.
You know, like it will never desert
It will
you.
never desert you,
It's
not
always there.
forsaking you.
And if anything, it's always looking at you, begging you to use it.
Like,
You know, it's just
please.
like.
But
"Please
there's
use me."
also one body part that will never desert you.
Which one?
My hand.
Oh, Jess.
Do you have toys?
The very same hand that was busy this week.
Do you have toys?
Ish. I don't.
You don't?
I don't have toys.
You don't?
I don't have toys, but I mean, you don't necessarily need toys in order to have fun with yourself. You know, there's things that
Yeah.
you can use. I mean,
Yeah.
Do you have them one?
I don't have toys. I have a toy.
A toy. Okay.
Okay, so I'm against using vegetables. Stop using vegetables.
No.
Don't use cucumbers and your
wrong.
carrots. Like, that's wrong. Don't even use objects such as, like, you know, my bottle and whatever.
People are crazy, hey?
They really are crazy.
People are crazy.
I mean, if you can
People
allow...
are crazy. I've heard of raw on. I've heard of.
yes, but
I'm just like, oh, okay. So when you do that,
Yeah.
aren't you scared of like the germs and everything that gets around it? Like this thing is there the whole day, all day, every day.
What
like,
if something gets
what?
stuck in there?
Ooh,
And then you have to go
sana.
to the ER. And then when you get there, you have to explain "Lo, gore if it tleletse bjang kwa."
And your mom's friend or your mom's is there to help you because those people are nurses. Like, what the hell? I would die.
Mara Shem, like, I get it. Sometimes you get carried away in the heat of the moment. You know,
So
it happens. I mean, like, if people can allow other people to insert their fists instead of just punching something, like a wall or something, and then you feel like the fist needs to go up there, it's just like, okay, choices. That's cool.
Right?
You know, we don't judge. Things happen. But no, I don't have a
don't.
toy. But I mean, go-to would always be poppers. That's me.
And Ria saw it fit to actually go to OnlyFans.
I mean,
He saw it really fit to go to OnlyFans. And my assumption is money. I wouldn't see any other reason why Ria would go for OnlyFans. Because most of the stories that you hear, like your Colin Fegas, who's this other girl that's in Nigeria now?
Wendy.
With the tiny
Wendy.
right?
her body now.
Oof.
I love it so much.
Snatched.
It's a revenge body, that one. You know, well, that's a topic for another day. But
Yeah.
most people that go for OnlyFans have a backstory to it. They didn't just start OnlyFans, right? Most of them tell you how I was in varsity, my tuition needed to be paid. I needed a plan.
Yeah.
And it just became a thing of, I can make $1 million, you know? And they're just like, okay, on and on and on and on. So why do you think Ria went in?
Okay.
I mean,
Sorry, before we even get there, right?
Yeah.
For context, obviously, you know, there might be people that are going to ask who's Ria
Ria?
and
Yeah,
all that.
yeah.
So, Ria Gopane,
background.
related to Not Abaloy. He did a music podcast for the longest time on YouTube. At some point, they got carried away. They spoke about how Kinan, the late AKA, introduced Bonang to drugs and all that.
Yeah.
Bonang sued him 500,000 and
Dollars or rands?
rents. And yeah, it has been back and forth ever since then in terms of, paying the money. So I don't know. It goes to the question that you were asking. What would be the motive behind him joining OnlyFans? So you're about to answer. Take it first.
All right. First question is, has anybody ever heard maybe a publication, a blog, or maybe somebody posting to say that Ria has successfully completed paying off, the lawsuit? So let's put two and two together. Let's have that conversation.
Right.
So you have an OnlyFans account. You were once a podcaster, right? Obviously, you couldn't settle the amount at that particular moment in time. And then over the years, we don't see you anymore because, you're dealing with situations and stuff. And then only now we get to hear about you again. And the topic around it is that you have an OnlyFans account. Are you doing it just for fun? Do I think so? Absolutely not.
And can I tell you that I saw his videos this morning when I was actually preparing for the show.
Of course.
So I'm scrolling on X, different publications
It's always X.
to see what's what, who's trending. And bam, I bump into the videos. But what cracked me around the videos is that boy has energy, right? So people were like,
Rabbit.
What? Okay, let's go back.
And look, that wasn't even, the sole focus when I bumped into the videos, right? But immediately when I went into the comments, people were like, yeah, nah, the way in which you are energetic, it simply shows her that you owe someone and you need to pay.
I'm thinking the same thing, Lord. Yeah, no, what they apply. No, you have to apply yourself. It's go time. It's go time. Something.
Because I didn't even pay attention. I'm just scrolling, preparing the show. Oh, Ria, okay, fine. We're going to talk about it. When I went through the comments, I cracked that wrong. I'll lie to you.
I also saw it scrolling on X, but I didn't see the videos because I'm not gay.
Of course.
Why are you gay?
Oh.
Seriously, at home, why are you gay? But yeah, I do agree with Gift. Honestly, commitment te bonagalang kwa. Wa bonagala lo hore moshimane wa bereka, he's hard at work. But then also at the same time, there could be another side, which is he just felt like he wanted to have an OnlyFans account, because a lot of people have OnlyFans accounts.
Going back to my point, right?
Yeah.
You have to be good when you're doing an OnlyFans account.
Does he do solos or is it collabos?
No, I think it was with the girlfriend because I've seen him
But
posting the girlfriend
the
a
girl
lot.
is helping to pay the money.
Listen.
Speak about Bonnie and Clyde, ride or die. Wherever you go, I'm going to be with you.
We are doing this together. We are all in this together.
Because I've seen him posting a lot on Instagram with the girl.
Yeah.
And it's so funny how I've tried inviting him to this show so that he can tell the side of his story. But then now that there's something interesting, I'll go back to bother him up until he comes to this show because I feel like we are owed answers. First is first, we need to know what happened to the 500,000 that he's supposed to pay. And obviously the new career path.
Are we happy for him? Wow.
Absolutely.
I'm happy for him.
His body parts, his choice.
His choices.
Why not?
Guys, let's be honest. We have a lot of social media, but there's no other social media that can top X. X is the one social media where anything and everything goes, and that's just the fact,
True.
And like I said, maybe he started the OnlyFans account because body positivity or something that he's been wanting to do, but then also at the same time, I don't know if the lawsuit was settled.
Yeah.
So my assumption right now is, sure, apply yourself, brother, work, because
do
you
something.
gotta pay. You gotta pay. And you're not just paying, you're paying bonang,
Mateba.
And this just proves to show, all of us, we do see this meme, me and my friend, we started a podcast and then now the cops are coming to arrest us and stuff. But then also it's just a pure fact. When you do something and you're going to be speaking about somebody, if you don't know, then just put it out there that you're not really sure, but this is what you heard. Don't just put it as a fact.
True,
because if
true.
you put it as a fact, then you know what you're dealing with and it results in you being
Hence the words allegedly are very important.
Very important.
Alleged.
It's not running away from a conversation, but if you're not sure about something, it is alleged because you heard about it.
Allegedly, Ria, you're doing it for money. Allegedly.
No, let him spin, man,
I
guys.
told you where I'm coming from with it. I'm saying he's doing it for money because I haven't seen anything that said he has completed.
He has completed.
But I
paying
mean, at the
Bona.
same time, there's a lot of OnlyFans account there. So Ria, get it, brother.
Yep.
Get that money.
Rabbit. Just do it, man.
Rabbit.
Otherwise, what do you guys want to unpack?
I want to unpack Nomcebo.
Nomcebo Zikote.
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel, right? About the whole entire story, and I'll tell you why. First is first. Nomcebo and I used to be so cool up until she became a global superstar. So when I saw this story, I was like, oh, okay.
Side note, everybody, and also for you and the producer, everybody in this room, this is where the pettiness comes in. Take it away, brother.
Take it away, Petty LaBelle.
I'm not even being petty, right?
Yeah.
But then for me, it goes back to music education. But for context, Nomcebo took open mic to court, right? And this was over royalties behind Jerusalem and all that. And she lost the case, right? So losing the case, obviously, it's a thing of, you know, what transpired. We spoke to Tyla about a 360 deal. And just to fill you up, right? A 360 deal in the music space, it's a deal that you'd sign with the record company. They pay for anything and everything. But then out of all the money so that you are making, most likely just going to get peanuts. So record companies do that a lot. And I'd assume that because she was also on her come up, that's what she signed with open mic. But then are they not giving her royalties for a global hit, Jerusalem, and it's just crazy business.
I mean, that is the one song that got the whole entire world involved. You know, we got to see who has 2 left feet and who has 2 right feet and who has 2 actual feet. And it was just an amazing, amazing song. And just to witness all of this happen, it's just, not only is it unfair, but then also at the same time, what does it say? What does it...
But my thing is this, right? So this is the reason why most people say, if you're going to sign a deal, a contract or anything, get a lawyer.
Get a lawyer.
And
First things
there
first.
is no ETA with regards to contracts. If someone gives you a contract, you need to make sure that you understand every clause that is in that contract for you to know exactly what you're signing yourself up to.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? So I feel and believe that most artists right now, the reason why they're taking record deals to court and they taking each other to court or whatever, is that when they sign in, they're just excited to be part of a record deal or whatever. So whatever comes, they just take it, right? And now that you didn't know that Jerusalem was going to make it.
Absolutely.
So when you sign,
Yeah.
you sign with the mindset that it might not. This is music. This is the entertainment industry. You create with hopes that you're gonna blow up someday. Most artists, right? So if it does blow up, it's not the record deal's problem that it blew up. Do you get what I'm saying?
Okay, sure.
So whatever that you sign up for is what you're going to get, whether it blows up or not. What if it didn't? Were you gonna be creating the same records or not? Do you get what I'm saying? So now I don't think it's unfair because if they want a case, right?
Yeah.
I mean, there's evidence to say this is what we offered her and this is what she signed into.
And this is what we paid for.
And this is the evidence that we have that she actually did sign, that this is what she's going to get. So if she gets this, then what's the problem? You know, we're not going to organize another contract just because this is a hit. Do you get what I'm saying?
I get you.
So
And
she needs to...
also at the same time, this just speaks to the power of pitching, you know? If you are an upcoming artist and I'm a manager, I've been working with artists all along, I'm going to be able to sell you dreams, you know? Tell you that I'm going to do A, B, C, D for you.
Yes.
And before you can even sign the contract, like I'll just give you what seems to be the holistic view of what the contract was all about. But it goes back to what you were saying. There's no ETA with the contract. You can get a contract today. Doesn't matter if you return it in a week. You have to understand it because you need to know exactly what you're getting yourself into. But then also at the same time, we're talking about a song that has reached a global level.
Over
it
a
did
billion views.
absolutely amazing.
Wow.
I just...
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with you. Business is very brutal. You know, it's a dog eat dog type of situation,
Yes.
and it's every
Absolutely.
man for themselves. But then
Yeah.
I kind of feel like with the song that made waves this match, at least something, just something.
You know, there's you saying, I'm suing you because you didn't give me my royalties.
Yeah,
And there's you saying, hey, boss, I know that I signed into this, but like, isn't there a way that we can work out? Maybe at least I get a certain cut and we'll sign a contract based on that also. You know, there's you being that person to say, I know what I signed into, but can we just revisit the agreement because this and that happened? Do you get what I'm saying? Lesson learned for her, though, that should she make hits with songs with people, she must just make sure that she signs the right contract.
but I don't think she.
I refuse. I hear you guys. Cook.
Yeah, I don't think they would just go to court without knowing exactly why they're going to court for. There's a
Yeah.
reason, but cook.
Look, for me, right, this is the most annoying conversation in 2025 because this is the conversation that everyone is always having in the entertainment industry.
Yeah.
This is not happening for the first time in 2025. It happened in 2024. We can backdate. Artists
spoke
need to
about Tyla
take
as well.
exactly. Artists need to take their craft like a business. Talent. Once you recognize that you have talent, that's a plus one in your world for you. The next thing that you should invest in is music business. And a whole lot of them, even in 2025, I don't do that. Can I tell you that with Open Mic, Master KG had to register the songs that he released after he had a conflict with Open Mic under Nyovest. So it would be Nyovest teaming up with Master KG. Makadzi had to do the same to say Makadzi Music teaming up with Makadzi because they were not agreeing with the contracts also that they signed at Open Mic. So really, we can't be having a whole lot of artists going through the same. Didn't they learn from what happened to Ambitious Int, your Java, your Fifi Cooper, your
The
MT,
people who just
your
left.
Aries?
Yeah.
A whole lot of them left. Your Amanda Black of this
Yeah.
There
world.
was also that guy, he was big in Amapiano, Inda Bazayezolo. Who was
Satriel.
Satriel.
Satriel as well. So musicians don't learn. They easily get excited when they sign these deals because
Yes.
they are offered, the world, the biggest,
But
answers
the
to
world
their
in
dreams.
inverted commas, because really it's not the world when you really look at it. When the song does make hits, it's not the world. Because then when they selling it to you, the power of pitching, when they sell it to you, it looks great. It looks amazing, right? But then when it comes to you, it's like how... But I thought we really agreed on like this amount, and then it turns out, no, actually, you're getting peanuts for this girl. Whether it's your
Also-
voice or not. Master KG, the only thing that he says in that song is Master KG. The whole song is that girl. Do you know? Do you understand
But
what
didn't he
she?
produce this?
Yeah, he
Okay.
produced the beat.
You know, let me
Cook.
give this to you. I'm a singer, right?
Yeah.
So I think I would maybe be on the singer's side. The person who makes the song is not the producer. My voice, it could have been anyone else. My voice makes the song because your tone on the song can change the trajectory of the song itself.
Absolutely.
So if I am singing that song, imagine if Nomgaba did not have that deep, rounded, rich voice to sing that song.
And the hairdo.
And
I
the
agree.
head and the head.
No, I love it. No, I love it. It's green. I've
They're
never
never
seen
ever
anybody old enough to be
changing
green.
hairstyle.
No, like her hairstyles, like they eat. Just like Maschala, they eat. But go.
So imagine if that song wasn't Jerusalem like that.
Yeah.
It was maybe, who's this girl? Because it's not daughter. In as much as she sings nicely, but it wouldn't be that song. I don't know if you get what I'm
Absolutely.
saying. It would be a nice song, but it wouldn't be that song particularly.
Yeah, you just need Nomgebo to just.
That's what I'm saying.
it.
That if you're saying that he produced a song, well and good, he can produce a song. Everyone has beats.
It's a
But the
start.
person who makes the song really is the singer.
Vocals. The vocals.
For me, where I am right now, and I don't care if I'm going to be attacked or what. In 2025, if you are to fall for the same trap, then I was tape
It's your fault. And it's your fault.
it's your fault.
Really.
It's your fault. Whether you are to take them to court or they are a big giant. I mean, look, you just lost the case. So for me in 2025, if really you're not going to do your thorough investigation, and investigation doesn't necessarily mean that you need to read a contract. You can always go on Google to say important clause to a music contract. You're still going to get the most important, parts. At least have an idea of how a music thing is.
To say that.
I don't want to say get a lawyer, right? Because most of them sign these deals when they are studying. Obviously, they are broke. It's just, Magivano with talent without any connections or money whatsoever.
Who are really good.
And also, I mean, if we're having this conversation now, let's talk about now going forward. I mean, these are conversations that we've been having, honestly speaking. You can't come with an excuse to say that you can't afford a lawyer, but you want to get into that space. Right now, you're looking at the longevity of you protecting yourself in the industry. So if you make an excuse, that excuse is going to come back and bite you in the ass, and then you're going to have the likes of us talking about it here, but then it's not going to do anything because you would have lost the case because you didn't think at that particular moment that instead of making this an excuse, students, let's use students. Every varsity has a law faculty. Go there. Simple.
And that would be great, for students as well. Imagine a student...
and they want it for their profile anyways.
Exactly. Think of it as a
good for their profile. I was about to say that.
Hey,
in conclusion, we are like, I was over right.
No, not really. I got like, so Phenduka.
Okay, before
issue.
So Phenduka uyalayeka.
Hey, still send us a visa today.
Let's talk about Soul Phenduka.
Ewa visa, Joe.
No, uyalayeka. So Phenduka because why? Okay, my this is my take. Remember I told you about principles, right?
Yeah.
That I really am drawn to my principles.
Yeah.
There's no way you're going to talk about me in a nasty way and then expect me to be like, oh, yay, well done, happy birthday. Then next time we meet, it's like, sure, how are you?
And then
that's why when he went to Cassper, like, okay, who the fuck
Cassper
do you
pulled
think you are?
Limpopo boy on him.
Yes. Who the fuck do you think you are? Do you know who I am? I'm Mufasa. But anyways.
And it was so embarrassing. Did you guys follow the story? It happened at Pantry, right, in Rosebank.
Yeah.
Yes.
So this is in the early hours. Most likely, both of them are big, right? Are they from gigs? Because on one of the videos, Cassper did say that he was looking for food. So that's where we most of the time go, right? When we from Groove, especially around at the Rosebank side, we go to Pantry for food in the early hours before heading home.
Yeah.
So the whole entire thing actually started inside Pantry, right? How they saw Phenduka hugging Cassper. Cassper is just here. Bomb.
He even goes, Cassper
It goes outside. He's still screaming again. And these are people that are constantly talking about Cassper Nyovest on the podcast, right?
Always.
Good or bad. They've always said nasty stuff about him. Always. And we understand that we have, all the freedom of speech on podcasts. But then again, if you're going to talk about him, if you're going to talk about someone boldly, you need to be able to stand up for that, right?
Yeah.
And what happened was just so embarrassing for me, at least. I don't know about you guys.
Too embarrassing. There's no way. Soul Phenduka is now, he went from, was his career, what do you call it?
He got fired at YFM.
Yeah.
Because he was found constantly watching porn at work instead of working. That's how he got fired.
Can we take it back to Big Brother? Because also,
So it went from Big Brother to YFM, got fired, but also at YFM.
Was he at Big Brother?
Yeah, he started at Big Brother.
But anyways,
So I can wait to go Big Brother, like Haley Shower Hour. Yeah. Anyway, I get to
No, it all started there. Mention it because they were.
Remember when Gift said he has, he doesn't need the toys anymore, but he has. Gift, go on.
Yeah. So.
So Phenduka.
Soul Phenduka. I think there was a clip of that. There's a clip on the internet up until today where he was actually helping himself in the bathtub. Got Big Brother.
Because who?
So people are linking the whole entire thing.
But who could help him?
Woo!
You're not about to do that.
Woohoo!
Anyways,
The girls that were in the season with her.
And then why didn't they? Why didn't they? Because they were there.
Guys, let's come back. Regroup.
Woo!
So yeah.
You know that saying, even if I'm thirsty, I wouldn't go to that river. That's what they were saying. Even if I'm thirsty, that river is not where I'm going. Not so. He has no soul. What? Anyways, yes, gift.
So yeah. Cassper pulled a Limpopo boy on Saul. And it wasn't really nice
it
to
wasn't
watch.
sure.
Right. Before I can even say anything, again, deliberately pushing it here. But I mean, come on, you can expect it. And also, what got me is that there was a video that I saw of McG saying that they've been inviting Cassper, but Cassper doesn't want to come to the show, and they're bigger than him. But
Where?
yeah,
Yeah.
Where
he said that.
though?
He said they're bigger than him. They are bigger than
But they
Cassper.
are.
No.
But then my
They
chat,
are.
yeah, I get that. My chat
Jan.
around that.
Okay, let's speak facts.
Let
my
him cook. We'll come
My
there.
chat around it is, why are you so touched that Cassper doesn't want to come? You're bigger than him, sure. So get other big names. You don't have to get.
They are bigger
Cassper.
than him. One person, they. So they have to share whatever's happening there. They have to share it.
Reneli
So,
group work and then Reneli
so as a group,
individual.
we are bigger than you.
As the
in-
podcast, we are bigger than
As
you.
for the network, yeah.
It's giving high school vibes, like we the clique. No, come on.
But they are bigger than him. I mean, if we're spitting facts, we've seen Podcast and Chill doing your branches in several different countries in Africa. They get international bookings as well.
And there was that
They-
interview with Summer Walker as well, which
Yeah, they've also interviewed. They've interviewed big people as well. Akon as
Okay.
well, right? If I'm not mistaken, has been on Podcast and Chill.
Okay.
So they bigger than him.
They are bigger than him. I'm
I-
still,
I
I'm still
get
on that
where-
one.
I get
I'm still
where
on
you-
that one.
I get
Who is Soul Phenduka versus Cassper? Who the fuck are you?
But also Cassper is they, if we're being honest. There's a team behind him.
No, he's
he
a
might be
brand.
the
He
might be
He's a
the
brand.
face.
Can I tell you
but he
something?
has a team behind him.
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
If Cassper goes right now to the mall without a team, right now, as one person, without a team, how many people are going to run for that man?
A whole lot of people,
Exactly.
obviously.
And he's
There's
not
no
gonna be-
team behind it.
he's not going to be
If
Scott.
so, no, he's not gonna do. He's not gonna pull a Scott. No, he never does. If Soul Phenduka goes to the mall, there's Soul Phenduka there and there's Cassper there. Which direction do you think people are gonna run
I'm going to Soul.
It's
Really?
gonna
I'm
be
going to cry with him.
it's gonna be a tough
Really?
one. It's gonna be a
to?
tough one.
You would
because-
go because you're empathetic.
No, because
you
I
would
have-
see that.
No, I would only go today because, I mean, the
Well,
show's already there.
yeah.
So.
See, so he can say that they. You see, if McG speaks,
It was McG
I
who
would.
said that.
Well,
Do you still have anything to say?
if Meji speaks and says that, I was gonna say that. Also for him, he can be there. Cassper can be there. Who are people gonna run to?
McG!
McG.
Really?
Yeah.
You
No,
really
and-
think so?
I mean, only because his surname is
Look,
Nwebo.
look.
What?
When coming to fans, obviously, if you are to put two giants together, we're gonna see a division. But I feel like they'll most likely go to both of them. But those guys are big, hey? They are
Ish.
big.
We're talking about
Okay.
people that
I don't
want to
lie to you. They
in
are
the limelight.
big.
They are big.
They are huge.
My chat around it is.
And even worse right now, they have given shows to all their big influencers so that you can possibly think about on the podcast as well.
Yeah.
That's
I'm
more
gonna
numbers.
give them that though. They are growing a lot of podcasters and they are giving them great opportunities to grow because they are under Podcast and Chill,
Yes.
but they doing their own thing. So McG, I think what McG does is that he gives them content and like how to run the whole thing and what to do and stuff, right?
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, you have no fucking right. Big as you are, I don't care if you big or not, McG and Soul Phenduka and your team. I don't care how big they are, allegedly, so that you don't come and arrest me. I don't care how big you are, right? But you don't come for someone else just because they don't want to be on your podcast and tell them how big you are. So come to my podcast. It's not like you like, why are you fighting? If you are bigger than me, why are you fighting for me to be there? Like, why am I so important?
I think that's my biggest problem as well, to say you guys have spoken about Cassper and clearly Cassper doesn't want to come to the show. Then don't bother him,
Yes.
right?
He has a PR. He has a PR.
What Saul did was uncalled for, if we're being honest.
It
Look,
wasn't uncalled for, guys. Come on. Come on.
Olayagile,
I mean,
man.
we can all say,
Matheba,
Rea Gopane, you want to go back? Do you want to go back?
No, I don't.
You know, for Saul Phenduka, I believe that it was from a perspective of we had to talk about what we spoke about on the show because it was trending and it was headlines. It was in everybody's lips, mouths, and eyes. Like everybody was there. We saw it. But then just because I'm saying this doesn't mean that it's personal. It's just something that is out there. It's like for show business. And when I see you, we in the same industry. Don't give me that look, brother.
no,
And I really
I
really do love McG because of where he was and where he is right now. I really fuck with that guy's story. But don't do it to push other people down.
It's not okay, guys. Cassper ignored Saul because of how they would always speak about him on the podcast, which is valid. I mean,
Yes.
and I wouldn't want to go to a podcast that is talking
Shit
ill about
about
me,
me, yeah.
from time and again, no matter what the circumstances.
Yeah.
And you shouldn't blame me if I don't want to greet you just because we're around people and I have to I don't pretend. I wouldn't have to be like, yo, brother, what's up? Sure. And then I roll my eyes. That's not who I am. Just rather keep it real with you. If I want to talk to you, I don't want to talk to you. And, for Saul Phenduka, I mean, he was just being courteous to just say, hi, how are you?
Yeah,
Good,
instead of ignoring him.
Yeah, it wasn't a matter of, oh, look, actually, can you come to the podcast? I'm sure it was just a matter of him wanting to say hi or not. But then also at the same time, I also understand why Cassper did what he had to do because...
And I mean, it's Cassper, Joe. Like,
and the way in which they've spoken about Cassper, right? The last time they spoke about Cassper is when he released the song that was recently, that was recently trending on TikTok. They went on and on that the song is trashy. He's now making TikTok music. So they've been for years and years that they've been on Cassper's case. Hence I'm saying, if really you're going to talk about him,
but imagine what the interview was going to be about. Yo, Cassper, what's up? Let's talk about the trash that you do.
And you make TikTok music now?
Anyway.
Don't you guys want to talk about Musakola? The goat is back.
Oh, okay.
I need to read this, guys, before we actually get into the nitty-gritties, because
I'm gonna
this is the statement that he made after coming out.
I'm going to be petty as well. Are you going to read it or are you going to read it?
No, I'll
He's gonna read it right now. He's gonna read it.
Read.
I think before we unpack this, we need to check out the statement. Where the fuck is the statement? Do you have it by any chance?
Well, I don't
Read
say
it, read it.
TV. I don't say that. Just like I
Read it. I guess born. Okay, right. Let me quickly go to X. But he wrote a bold statement, and this is the statement about everyone that actually took him to court.
No, wait. How okay, is he back forever or is temporary?
We're not sure, but he's been posting.
Temporarily.
Okay,
I kind of feel like, with Musakola at this point, being outside is just a vacation.
He's gonna go back.
No, but also, I mean, for the mere fact that he's out and he released the statement, it just proves to show Lohore, what he knows what he's talking about.
And it's like, I wanna go back.
It's fine. You can take me back. Take me back for telling the
Take me
truth
back.
if you want to do
I wanna
that.
go back.
Listen to this. He said, it took exactly 110 days for the nice run-back judgment to realize that, Fikile Mbalula with his wife, Nozuko Mbalula, who is heavily in denial about her husband's sexuality, just like Basetsana Kumalo, and like Bayandi Nyela, along Zingumalo, whom nobody care about, and his doctor's wife, who will forever be known as the girl who failed to win the coveted title of Miss Universe. Meanwhile, our friend had easily won and the world had celebrated her winning. The nice run-back judgment who has now became our friend saw right through the bullshit as he ruled to strike off the role, their rubbish and nonsensical case after wasting everybody's time. Yo, girl. This is the first post, right?
Zing,
After-
man. I know it's not
After
that
jail.
one.
So
I'm sorry, can we have a moment first?
I don't understand this character, guys. Musa is
Yo,
Wow.
I feel like he knew. He was just like, okay,
No, that's why he didn't even
I'm just waiting. That's why he was blowing kisses.
my point.
That's
All the
why
kisses
he
were
was
just like,
okay,
wait for
it's
it.
okay.
The
I'm
time will
eating
come.
nicely in here. Do you have anything else to say?
I will drop the mic when I drop the mic. And you know what?
Ooh.
Not only did he drop the
And
mic,
this is a drop mic.
he dropped every single thing.
Okay,
But that was brutal,
did he release a statement yet?
who?
Z.
No, I don't think I've responded. I've been following the story as yet. So immediately when he got out, that was sometime during the week, he posted that and it just went boom, viral. Because I think I was on TikTok when I saw people talking about him to go to Twitter. When I got there, the post was like a young 5 hours old, and already there were over 600 comments there.
So I
like,
just want to
"Ooh, he's
know
back."
also, are we saying that the murders and everything else?
Separate cases, I guess.
Oh, okay.
Separate.
Yeah.
But then also at the same time, what statement are you going to release after that? I get it, you wanted to take it with the law. The law got involved, and then now the law has, done what it did. And then the person that you thought you were taking with the law is now coming out to be like, well, what do you have to say now? So why do you have to release
And
another
he's
PR
calling the
statement?
law his friends now.
Who the fuck you talking to? But yeah.
So it's really crazy, honestly speaking. But I feel like he's gonna go back again, based on a whole lot of cases, because it's just a whole lot of cases around him. There's the murder case, obviously. There's information that he's been spreading, whether it's true or not. They ended up taking him to court. So I feel like court is gonna be, or jail generally is gonna be his best friend for some time. Apart from just what he's saying on social media, other things as well that we've read about, especially the matter, because that's where my head is.
Find it.
I feel like
Find it.
I feel like Mr. Kaula is one of the people that don't give a fuck as long as I'm speaking the truth. As long as I know that what I'm saying is the truth, I don't care, right? But isn't it emotionally like draining for him, like to go through all of these things, or does it bring any money? Are you doing it just for clout? Like, is it bringing anything to you?
I don't think it's cloud, because if it's cloud, I think cloud is short-lived. It's not something you can like drag for a long time, because at some point it's going to lose, its substance. But then also at the same time, this Musa Kaula situation is just, I know I wasn't born by then, chill, but still it takes me back to apartheid, You had the fighters, they will fight for it. Whether
That's
you
what I'm
take them to
saying.
jail or not, they stand with what they
doesn't
stand.
care.
And you know what? He's not the one person that would say one thing today and then tomorrow come back and say, I'm sorry. I said what I said. Take it. Don't take it. It's up to you.
Up to you.
But
Yeah.
at the end of the day, I still said what I said.
Yeah.
So that's why I don't feel like there's any PR or statement that has to be released from any of the affected parties, because, at the end of the day, there's that. But then also the murder case. That's serious.
I think, to answer your question, you asked if it's bringing money, right?
Yeah.
It was starting to bring money because he hosted a reunion of one reality show for Moja Love, AID Dwarf.
Yeah.
But and also apart from
That's
that,
a wrong.
Short.
Yeah,
Was it sweet and short, I
Dwarf
think.
is not the right word to use.
It's not.
It's derogatory. Don't use that word.
okay, right.
Derogatory.
Which word should I use? I have it in mind, but let's have a hanyan.
Can rather say short people. No, but there's a scientific word for it. What
There's
do
a
you call it?
word, yeah.
Yeah, maybe dwarfism, or people who live with dwarfism,
Okay, right.
Not-
Okay, right.
not dwarf.
But then it was starting to bring money because he was doing that. At some point, social media awards invited him to come present an award. So for me, really, he is at the right place in terms of being able to get all these exclusives. But at the delivery, for me, it's always a problem, because if he was, at the best at delivering, most likely Musa Kaula would be on TV now.
Let's talk about
But
Moja.
Moja. Don't you wanna chop the BETs first?
BT first.
The BT. Yeah.
Big shout out one time. So many African artists are invited and they are shining. I think we are heading in the right direction
Absolutely.
when coming to, occupying the world stage.
Yeah.
In South
I think
Africa.
we've already done amazing. At
Yeah.
this point,
I
it's
am mad at
just
Tyla, guys. Oh, girl. I
Big
don't know
shout
what
out.
to say to that.
before
girl.
we
Like,
can even, talk about where in the BT she's involved. I mean, guys, there was last year and then there was this year. Tyla at the Met Gala. I
But
love
she
that
didn't
girl.
eat this year.
yeah.
Huh?
She didn't eat this year.
Guys, you need to understand, okay? There was the dress, but then do you guys understand the cape?
Was it what she was wearing on top?
Yeah. Did you guys get the concept behind it?
That's the concept for me.
guys.
It's not how it looks, it's the concept for me and the thought behind it and the person who was creating it. I understand. It's called avant-garde. Right?
Avant-garde.
So that is avant-garde. It's a beautiful concept that people will never understand, and it's non-conventional. It should be like that. That's how it's made to be. It's avant-garde. Avant-garde, it's not following mainstream fashion. It's following whatever your mind tells you to do. And if I want to look like I just took off a jacket and make it a comment, that's what I'm gonna do. It's avant-garde.
I mean,
But there are a lot of people that ate, guys.
I mean,
Your
And there's
Taraj
this
P.
lady who was
Henderson.
wearing the
sorry, can I just tell you
red
guys
one.
that the way Rihanna is avant-garde, she made a premiere of her pregnancy, and because she's a billionaire, nobody had anything to say, but people had to say something about Sierra being pregnant over and over again. So what I'm just saying is that be a billionaire. People are not going to speak shit about you.
So wait, the Met Gala, was it a premiere of her pregnancy?
Yeah. That's
So you see, avant-garde, I'm taking it off to show you the baby. Makes sense.
Nah, she didn't eat for me, Sham. Tyla also asked, like,
It's
oof,
avant-garde.
last year you
lot
made a
of you-
statement.
a
This
lot
year,
of you
no.
guys have like a love-hate relationship. I just fucks with it so much. But also, I feel like, maybe like the dress shouldn't have been like steamed a bit.
Steamed.
But if it was steamed, well, it is steamed. But I mean, like the way in which we envision it ate. I'm sorry. It just, everything made sense. Even with the hair, she was very
I just,
minimalistic. and
nah,
it
I
just
don't care what, even
made
if
so
Tyla
much
comes in a
sense.
short, I don't care. Tyla, I love Tyla, I love Tyla, I love Tyla, I love Tyla. Full stop.
Speaking
She's
of
a girl,
loving
though. Big
Tyla,
shout out.
now she's also again and again and again in the BET's nomination. Let's chop that.
Imagine.
Let's chop that.
What age is she again? Like 20 what?
I know that she's younger than me.
23. Imagine at 23, gift. You are your ancestors' wildest dreams at this level.
I don't think my
Come
ancestors
on.
would even be that wild.
They didn't
I would
even think.
exceed their wildest
They
dreams.
didn't even think that she would get there. I mean, guys, Tyla is doing so well for a person
good.
who is, she doubted herself at some point. She did say that at some point I didn't really believe in my craft. And look at where she is right now.
Killing the game. And it's not only the artist that is nominated at the BET 2025 from South Africa. Matlera Dubois
My
as well.
male crush.
Big
Yes.
shout out. Big shout out.
Go screening. If you don't know him, now you know him.
Anyone who knows me knows that Matlera Boy is my biggest crush.
You have the
Male
fat
crush.
test.
Yeah, he's cool. He's cool.
Ooh.
He's very cool. He is very cool. Dlala Texan as well, guys. Big shout out.
Oh yes.
Dlala Texan. Big
yes.
shout out as well.
Yes.
Nominated as well.
Yes.
Eh, why let's not clap Dlala Texan? Or feel it plan. Or feel it plan as well. Who else is nominated from South Africa?
I don't know.
Uncle Waffles.
Uncle Waffles from our neighboring country, Swaziland.
I have my reservations about Uncle Waffles.
Chop it.
I think let's reserve them because
It's
I'm
reserved now.
Why are we reserving?
not jumper from sitting here to sitting high.
Don't reserve.
I told you,
Speak
my
your
mom would not fetch me.
It's fine.
Come for me now.
Are tshwarane. Lebile nkare matsatsi a ke practicing yana. Chicks tell me I should do remixing. O tlhatlhabolla no way. Anything and everything that I can find. I'm joking.
My
but yeah.
thing with Waffles, I love Waffles. I love her music. I love her artistry. I love her style.
Yep.
I love. My only thing is I don't get her personality. I work on energies, right? I've never met her like personally, but her energy, her aura is just giving off, man.
How's it going off?
Yo, Nkare, she's one of those people that are me.
What is me?
Me. I will do this. I will get this. I don't want, no, like, it doesn't make sense for people to complain about the same thing about you. That we
I see
make
where you're
music
going.
with you, but you don't, like, we never get recognized. PC only got recognized because it's PC. The other people that she makes music with, where are they? Like, what is she doing for them? Like, her energy is so off. Like, she has a very orange aura.
We'll never
What is that
understand
orange
her.
aura?
I don't know, but
I guess
just
we'll never
made that
understand
up.
her. She's bisexual, I mean, come on.
Get
so-
out, Shapa.
Gift. Bisexual does not equate to bipolar. Okay.
Wow,
And
most of the
bipolar
time.
can also equate to multiple personality disorder. You guys are not gonna take it there.
It is multi-personality disorder. So
No.
you are bipolar if
It's
you're
not her
bisexual.
responsibility, and that's where I'm gonna leave it. Mo ke raka mo.
Yeah, all last
Ke
time was
raka
like
mo.
mo.
Actually, where are my
Ke
hands?
like ke
Mo.
nna mo.
Should be here. None of us to do
But
that.
do you get what I'm saying though? In terms of like, a lot of people are complaining about the same thing with her. That we don't eat. You eat. We don't eat with you.
But I mean, I mentioned you on my song.
No,
but
no,
isn't
no,
it
no,
jealousy though?
Don't-
As much as we were
No,
joking,
Jeff, no.
it goes back to what I said.
Yeah.
If we are involved in the project, you should be able to stand in your corner and be like, I'm also involved in this project. If you're not going to do that, I'm going to run with it. And I don't have time to be promoting you. So
Yeah.
for me, I beg to differ in coming to that conversation. And I understand where you're coming from, right? But also artists need to
Stand up for
understand
themselves.
that a collaboration is a collective effort.
Exactly.
It
You don't
is.
expect someone
It
to
is.
take you out there because they are bigger than you. By default, just saying I'm involved on this big project, you can also build, a little something for yourself.
Correct.
That's where I am when coming to such collaborations.
I mean, it was Drake who said, "Here's another nothing that you made into something. Take it and run with it."
big shout out. What a very short show.
TXC.
Oh yes, the DJs.
Ooh, really?
Yes.
Big shout out. Big shout out. I don't know them, but big shout out. As long as they
Oh
are South
no!
African.
For the first time in history, I can tell you that I have the fattest crush on those girls.
Is it?
They look so good.
Those girls have the vibe, their sets, their aesthetics is just amazing. They are doing really, really good.
What genre do they play?
There was that song,
Mapian.
Wuzalana.
Yeah.
That's also their song. So I hope Allah Wuzalana.
I know the song, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll check them out. Thing is,
You
there's
should.
two girls that have been, a lot on my FYP,
No,
but I
not
wasn't paying.
Tulip. No,
Not
that
Tulip.
one. Ooh.
I say vale.
When today would you like a orange? I don't know what an orange aura is, but hey. Join us again, same time, same place, ladies and gents, boys and girls. Today we gave you all the lay low on the show, so let's do it again. Again, don't forget to use that hashtag 10K subscribers. We're doing it again next time. Peace out.
And don't help
out of
yourselves
the
out.
building.